rainstorms, we decided to go into the dairy goat business. I've got 6 Nubians and no pens. That's pretty much how I row most of the time. So we are trying to do some fencing. I've got about 70 acres of hinds that I've cut into sections. Not 70 acres, I got 10 acres total, but I've cut a couple of blocks, about 2-acre blocks. We're now setting corner posts to try to fence all these blocks. So that we can have the goats, different goat pens. We're going to have an alleyway that ideally that we can run them in to moot pens every 14 days. These parasite, one barn, some mini little shelters in each one. We're going to take the chickens and moot coops and convert them into that. But right now, the big thing is we're trying to set a corner. So what we thought we were going to do now, this herb garden, which is not a very good herb garden, as you can see.
I'm losing my herb garden.
It's going to be gone. So now we're trying to set corner posts and run it down that way.
This is pen number 1.
This is pen number 1. If we get one pen done in 2 days, I'll be happy. That may sound like a lot to a lot of people, but when you're 2 regular people, that's a lot. So, stay tuned. We'll keep you updated as progress goes.
You can go down that way. Yeah.
Alrighty guys, it's Monday morning, go back to work on Wednesday for 7 days. So trying to get pen number 2 here done. Right now we've put telephone posts in the corner, set all of our corner posts. Now we're setting line posts down side number 2 at the moment. Just trying to get them in pretty good and snug. Just set the hose, getting them, we've got a line run so we can know to put the line post right up next to it, try to keep it good and straight. And then I'll go back and brace them with metal posts on both sides and to kind of give them strength down the line. So yeah, because this is pulling strength. This is what you need on your line, your wooden line post. Whereas inward and outward, that's going to come down to your T-post down the middle here. So but yeah, that's where we're at right now, trying to get pen number 2 done. Got 3 more goats coming out of Louisiana. Got 2 Great Pyrenees yesterday. You've probably already seen them. Beth and Teeter. My wife has an infatuation with Yellowstone, so but yeah, that's what we're doing now. I've got some sheep coming too as well, so I've got to get this pen done and I've got to start working on the cattle pen, getting it ready to run goats wire down in as well. Plan by the end of the day is get all the line posts set, braced, probably pull the front side, and that's really all the T-posts I've got. We'll have to make a trip to town and get more T-posts. And then we'll just go from there. We've got the gate ready for pen number 2 as well. So it's just basically just getting it set and done and going on with it right now. So we're moving along slow and surely, but when it's a one-man show most of the time and kids and my work schedule, you get what you get. So I like to backfill this backside first when I'm setting these, because I'm doing this in dirt and mud, so these ain't gonna sit solid like you were in concrete, but I'm also not trying to hold in bicep. I'm holding in 200-pound goats, so there's a little difference. But something I've learned in dealing with this Alabama mud and clay is do the backside first, whatever side you're gonna brace it up against tight. get that good and filled in, get your line hooked up. And yes, I'm using a hoe because it's easier for shoveling in the dirt. And then come right in there. That helps pack that dirt in tight. Or using wooden posts, they ain't all straight. They ain't, matter of fact, I don't know that any of them are straight. You could, if you do this for a living, put a level on it and do all that stuff, but me, I'm looking for running with the trees and letting it go. So I kind of eyeball it and then I start tamping. Like I said, these are line posts. On my corner posts, I am much more critical. I make sure that those are good and square, good and straight. Line posts, because you're just looking for strength down the line, and when I brace them after a while, that's going to be the big thing. You could actually set these and loosely tamp them would be fine, because this way it really won't matter once you get the fence all together. It's down the line that is where you need your strength for pulling the fence. Give them a little. Let me film you, and you can tell them what we did about getting these lanes clear.
Sure. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are kind of standing right in the middle of a pine thicket. These trees have probably got about 15 years of growth on them right now. When we originally started looking at where we were going to put our pens, it was actually on the other side of the property and it was more of a cattle pasture. But what do goats love the most? They love brush. They love, my helper is
pulling your hair.
Pulling my hair. Goats love brush, the unwanted stuff. They thrive on what we call the roughage. And so we had a tree clearing company come out, and they were doing power lines. They were clearing out brush on power lines, and I said, hey, well, y'all got this, what it was a skid steer with a front bush hog attachment, and that thing was just gnarly. It was eating up trees like nothing. Stop.
You can see
Huh?
all the chewed up debris.
Show them that for a second.
I mean, they weren't running over the big 20-year pine trees, but all this underbrush that you see right there, it just went right through it.
So, we said, hey, well, y'all got that piece of equipment on our property. What would it take for y'all to come and basically cut us? We really just wanted one pen. And the machine was so fast that we said, okay, so we have a 2-hour minimum. We said work for 2 hours and just start doing pens, you know, in about 2-acre sections. And they took it, run with it. We actually ended up getting enough for 4 pens, which we won't end up using the 4th. It'll be more of a deer hunting area. But yeah, let me just show you guys. I'll take you on a walk right down through here. But it's crazy. And this thing just ate it up. You can see what all this looks like. Our kids also love it as a 4-wheeler trail. What, buddy? Sure, I'm gonna walk down that way. You go for it. No, you can't go down there by the fishing. Not by yourself. You can go down there and turn around, but don't go down to the creek. Yeah, you can ride the field.
The big field.
Yeah, you can ride in the big field. So right here, basically what they did was cut us fence rows. Right through there, it got a little bit squirrely. Right down through here, it's more clear. this gives you a good representation of kind of where the fence lines go. And as it starts to get laid out, we'll kind of show you what we're thinking, but we're gonna have a pen for babies, we're gonna have a pen for our breeder does, and then we'll have a buck pen, and then we plan on just having like 2 extra pens, and the reason for that is so that we can rotate to keep growth up on the pens, just so that they've always got some good other stuff to eat. We've already been setting our post out for pen number 3. Jamie doesn't ever sit idle, which is a good thing. We get a lot done in, well, our time, not we get it done on our own time. We had Jamie's dad and his wife come down and helped us on the first pen, and Jamie learned how to do everything, so now he's just taking off with it. That's the runway for the third pen, sorry. And then if we wanted to put a 4th pen, it could go down that way. These are about 2.5 acres each. And that doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you're running goats, that's a pretty good little area, especially as dense and as overgrown as it is. I got my boy following me. What are you doing, Tines? What's he doing, Bobby? My backpack helper. Backpack, backpack. Backpack, backpack. Oh, it looks like he's down here bracing in the corners.
What's up, guys? Today we're doing a well, I'm just gonna show y'all what we got. What was it a few weeks ago?
We've had them about a month.
A month. So so these are our baby goats. Beth! Teeter!
I don't know where they are.
Cassie, go get Teeter, Beth. I'm not in here.
Beth, I ain't seen Peter.
Teeter likes some venture in the pines. So these are baby Nubians. They are, this is Oaks, he is the boy. This right here is Willow. Let me bring her over here. She's one of the calmer ones. So this is Willow. Me and her are friends. How about Pines? And
Pines is over
one over there eating on trees. Pines. But oh no, why she likes Pines, because we're in Pines list and her name's Pines. But this is Willow. Oh, he is the boar goat.
The boar?
Boar.
He's not a boar, he's a buck.
Male, buck. Whatever he is.
He's a buckling.
A buckling. This is a doeling.
They're enjoying their
Willow.
brush pen.
They're eating bark.
They're eating all this undergrowth that we showed y'all a while ago that we cut a trail through up in this pine
Mom,
thicket.
you sit here and sit the goats. I'm gonna get the dogs.
Alright.
Beth! Send me it, Mama. Send me it.
Now you can see what a finished side looks like. We'll be able to get the cutter and the cutter down one side so we can keep the fence rows nice and clean. Yeah, we'll be able to take a four-wheeler, spray, or anything we need to down these little areas. The only spot that gets a little hairy is right through here.
The trail is full.
But Jamie's gonna handle that. In fact, the tree company's back on our property. We didn't know. So we may just have him come and whack the line. What you think, baby?
We'll do it for us. Go ahead tomorrow.
Here comes our two newest additions. They're not earning their keep just yet. They're little puppies. They are eating dirt. Beth, Tater!
Tater, Beth!
So, drop in the comments below if you think you know where Beth and Tater come from. Rip will be here
These are
Thursday.
great white Pyrenees.
They're just great Pyrenees, but they are white.
Well, this one isn't yet.
Oh man.
Tons, you get in here, they'll attack you.
That's Beth.
This is Beth over here. This is Tater.
That's Tater.
She's a goofball.
The goats are not sure about them whatsoever.
And I'll tell you one thing. These are, how old are they, Mom?
They're fluffy. They're 10.5 weeks.
10.5 weeks puppy. As bad as all them.
And they're huge.
And they're heavy. Like we toted them. They, ow! You scratched my back, girl. They're heavy.
But they live inside the pen with the goats.
And then we've been having to move them from here to
Well, we
that
put the
lot.
goats in the barn at night, so they go where the goats go, and they don't go anywhere else.
Well, yesterday they
We've
wouldn't
got
let the
dogs outside, but they's working dogs.
Oh,
They
Beth,
aren't.
Tater. We're going to change her name. I was out here yesterday trying to think of her name. I said Tater, Tooter, Tonner,
Tater.
Tater. Then it finally hit me, Tater. It is kind of a weird name, isn't it? This is Oaks.
Goat cam. Pines.
Can we strap a goat?
Oaks.
Can we strap a GoPro to a goat?
We could. Where's Hess? Hess, come on!
He's over there. I don't even know where he went. I need to know who's in the goat pen.
What you doing, guys? What's he doing? Okay, licking the camera. I like the camera, love. All three of them babies was born in February, early February. Willow was born mid-February, and that is, let's see, today's April, 1st of April. So they're just coming on 2 months old. And they drink out of a lamb bar. They're doing pretty good. We've liked them. These dudes are new to the farm. We hope that they are good goat guardian dogs, but say right now we're just puppies. We don't know no better. No, so we don't know no better. Daddy down here fencing still, buddy. We do. Oh.
You should be fine. You can be my sheep protector. Make you worth something times.
Tines?
Put times out with the sheep.
Oh, Lord.
Probably running.
Alright, so it's time for everybody to go up for the night. We don't have our barn. We don't have our barn finished. No, I said we don't have it finished. We didn't even started on it. Nothing like cart before the horse. We had an existing structure that we've been using, but it's not where our pens are. So, that's a dirty foot, man. Hey, you don't climb over the gate. Here comes the babies. But anyway, so we let them out every morning and we put them up at night. They're still little babies, and our puppy protectors are babies, so we don't want anybody getting hurt. So we cart them back up to their little house right now. They all look like they've had a big day.
Give me a minute.
Come on, Oaks. Come on, Piney. Come on, Willow.
I got this.
Here they come.
Uh-huh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, boys and girls. Oh, yeah. Everybody's here. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's Willow. Here's Willow. You ready to load up, Willow? Come on. Hey, Mama, get the gate. Ah.
So Daddy picks them up. Oh, I don't have it set straight. Now Daddy can fix you up. Dax, you operate that gate.
Get the goats. You operate the gates. Roll it out just a little bit. Now you operate this gate. Here, Oaks, your turn, you big boy. Oh!
Oh, that's my finger punts.
Oh, Sam, Oaks is here. Oh, get in there. It's time to go home. Time to go home and get a bubba.
Go, Ray, go get some milk.
Oh, buddy. Oh,
Here comes Piney.
goodness.
Mom, you take them up.
Now we'll take the dogs and the...
Davy?
I got them. Like I'm over my ride. Is it time to get out of it?
I hadn't even went anywhere
I
yet.
think I'm ready for my bubba. All right.
Okay, spirit aces.
Put them in the floorboard.
Now it's time for Beth. This is Beth. Hey, Beth. And then Daddy's got Teeter.
All right, it has some lots of gate. That's it for today.
This is Teeter.
Put them in the floor.
Teeter looks tired. Cass, get out of the gate.
Door.
Daddy, I've told him to quit climbing the gate.
Shut the door.
Caston Walker.
Here you go. All right, take them up there, guys. I'll get the gate. You guys just get the dogs up there and the goats. I got this. It ain't gonna hurt if it stays open.
Alright, now we'll take them. Hi, guys. Hello, little puppies. Good morning.
Hi. Side by side full of dogs, goats, and dads.
Noah's Ark. We got Dad hanging off the side of the side-by-side. Jax, Heston,
Doggies.
Indy,
Doggies.
Teeter, Beth,
Oaks.
Forrest, goats. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please keep all animals inside the vehicle as we approach takeoff.
What's the number one rule? Keep all animals inside the vehicle. They're your animals. Where are you taking them? There's your little friend. What's the other little friend?
everybody.
Teeter, Beth.
I got it.
They go where the goats go. Jax.
Timmy. Holy cow. First interaction with a cat. He didn't know what that is. And then he's like, what? What is that?
Alright, Jack, you be getting the water.
Beth's never seen a cat.
That's Teeter.
Attack him, Peter.
That's Millie. How's your good kitty? Go. Go get water.
I got the gates.
I have got the gate.
Somebody do this gate. Oh, it comes up.
Oh, too late to eat your supper, girl. Hang on, Mama.
Go on, go get him. Go get him, go get him, go get him. That's up.
Come, Pioneer. Come here, Pioneer. No, Willow. No, Willow.
Go on, Roost. Yeah. Alright. There you go. Yeah.
Molly's not in here.
You know, she had her head stuck in the pen a while ago. Come on.
Shut the gate.
Yeah,
Jax.
guys. Dogs want some water. Molly's in there. She's
Right
over
there's
there.
Molly.
Why is Molly in with those?
No.
Pretty hard to see a goat on top of the dog.
There's Molly.
Alright, get them water, get them food. I'm fixing to
Alright, so this is my kennels. That was my
Hey,
kennels that is
water
now
for the
turned
dogs.
into.
When they come out, they need to be rewarded. Food, water.
This is turned into the goat lodge until we get our barn built. Yeah, we'll see if there's any babies out over here. Jax has got some New Zealand,
This gate.
little New Zealand bunnies. That's Lady May.
Gate for Daddy.
Here's a good girl. Alright, I'll go get their bottles. Alright, so this is how we do the cow's milk. If you look, this is for the baby goats, and this is just whole cow's milk, red top cow's milk, 98 cents at Walmart. We go and we get about 28 gallons at a time. Now, since these are baby goats, we do put a little bit of pure baking soda in it. Just a pinch. You don't want to put like a tablespoon or a teaspoon. I'm getting a little low. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. So just a little pinch in there. Take your spoon, stir it up. Stainless steel seamless pots are really good. You don't want the milk to get in those cracks or crevices in other types of pots. And then the goat's milk needs to be about, we shoot for 102 degrees. I am a little hot right now. We're gonna go ahead and pour it into this other container because it cools so fast that by the time I get it out there, I'll retake the temp. But it wouldn't surprise me if it hadn't already drastically cooled. I'm gonna sit y'all here and hope that you can see what I'm doing. I don't know. We just use a little container. Now gonna stick this down into the lamb bar. We got another link on our page that's to a video as to how we built this. It's just lamb bar nipples, 3/8 hose, acts like a straw, and then we put it on a handle so that as they move, as they grow, you can move it up and move it down. As you guys can see, milk goes up in the tubes. And they don't really fight. I mean, Willow, she pushes everyone around sometimes, but other than that, they all, she'll try to go knock somebody off their nipple, but they all pretty much have their nipple they like. Oats always likes to be in the middle. But all in all, it works really good. Well, that's the lamb bar. I told you guys there's a link. I'll put a link in the description. It's to our video on how we made that. Super simple. Going out and buying a lamb bar can be expensive, when this, if you've just got very few simple tools, you can make it really fast.